Thank you guys for joining us. Very grateful for your participation. That will be. Some of you have joined us. There's a lot of people watching us now, right now. Some of you have joined us because of the information that is spreading like wildfire. Yeah. So thank once again. As a movement, we have a 30 days campaign to speak to the young Yoruba who will change the course of history. And these people were born between 1981 and 1996. Presently, they are between the ages of 25 years old and 40 years. You are the millennial. You will help to change the course of history. You will help to bring about greatness for the Yoruba nation. So we have prepared our 30 days lecture because we are conservative, we are very detailed, and then we speak nothing but the truth. We plan to start today disregarding the latest information that has been spread across Nigeria. Our focus is on young Yoruba who are now 25 years old and 40 years old. That was the exact age that our Oluomo generation, our grandparent generation, started, and they ensure they chase away the English colonial thugs from our homeland. Now, that responsibility is on those of you who are now between the ages of 25 and 40 years old. You will help to change the course of history. I would like to say this to the general public, that there was a response that I made on the 11th of June this month, 2021, about the takeaway from the shocking interview of Buhari. We studied that, we analyzed Buhari's interview with Arise TV stations. And part of what we stated clearly to the general public, which we have now circulated the link to watch that video again, we stated very clearly and accurately that Nnamdi Kanu is going to be arrested, that Nnamdi Kanu is going to be brought to Nigeria, that Nnamdi Kanu is going to be free the same way the federal government have let go several Boko Haram leaders. And we said in that video, when Buhari made a statement about the dots in a circle, referring to the Igbo people as landlocked, we as a movement, the Young Yoruba for Freedom, we've been telling the Yoruba nation that the Igbo and the Fulani, as well as the English, are the people suppressing and subjugating you, the Yoruba people. And Igbo and Fulani are 5 and 6. they will always be working together. We predicted accurately that Nnamdi Kanu will be arrested. He will be free, the same way Boko Haram leaders have been free. Why are they doing this? To stop the Yoruba presidency. So there's an hashtag we've created today, Yoruba presidency, hashtag Yoruba presidency 2023. That is the intention of the Igbo and the Hausa Fulani, supported by the English establishment, to stop a full-blooded Yoruba from becoming the president of Nigeria. So to the Yoruba millennial, you are now between the ages of 25 years old and 40 years old. You will have to change the course of history. Fashola just celebrated his 58th birthday yesterday. Fashola became governor in 2007 when he was a little bit above 43, 44 years old. He was a great guy as governor. He's still a very good man, still in government. Imagine him as the prime minister of the Oduduwa Republic. He will have done creditably well and bring the Yoruba civilization at par with what you have in the United States of America and what you currently have in England, France, and Germany. So you have so much power. Those of you who are between that age range, you are the people that has been born to help to change the course of history. So in the next 30 days, I will be addressing you. I will tell you a number of ideas that you can use to bring about change in Yorubaland. There's so many people that are watching me unusually today because they are expecting me to address them about Nnamdi Kanu. We are a structured campaign. Today, I want to talk to MC Oluomo and Sunday Igboho. So now I'll quickly switch to Yoruba language. And this is very simple, so that the message can get to these two camps. MC Oluomo, Oma agree pẹ̀lú wa ipe àwọn Fulani àti Igbo. I don't know whether you have the idea about the English establishment. You might not. Wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ́ kí Tinubu jẹ́ president in 2023. Láti ìgbà tí a ti ní independence from the English colonial Turks in 1960, Yorùbá ò jẹ́ president Nigeria. I need láti máa sọ fún anybody saying pé Ọbásanjọ́ ò kì í ṣe Yorùbá. Everybody ló ti mọ̀ ipò Ọbásanjọ́ ò kì í ṣe Yorùbá. Ní 1979 tí Ọbásanjọ́ wà lórí oyè as head of state, initially he was the vice head of state to Muritala Mohammed in 1975. Nígbà kan pa Muritala Mohammed, Ọbásanjọ́ wọ́n pa Muritala Mohammed in 1976. Ọbásanjọ́ the head of state in 1976. Gbogbo nǹkan ara ajé Yorùbá pátápátá ló gbà lọ́wọ́ Yorùbá. Ó sọ di federal government. Gbogbo nǹkan tí wọ́n name after Yorùbá ó change orúkọ ẹ̀, ó sọ di orúkọ Fulani. Lagos International Airport. It used to be Lagos International Airport. Ọbásanjọ́ ló sọ di Muritala Mohammed International Airport, orúkọ Fulani. Tẹ́ bá lọ sí Kano, airport tí wọ́n tó wà ńbẹ̀, Aminu Kano ló ń pè. Tẹ́ bá lọ sí Sokoto, airport wọ́n tó wà ńbẹ̀, Sadiq Abubakar 3 ni wọ́n ń pè, orúkọ ọmọ Fulani. Tẹ́ bá lọ sílé àwọn Igbo, àwọn náà ní airport wọn, Enugu ló wà, Akanmu Ibrum International Airport náà pè, orúkọ Igbo ni. Airport kan táwa ní, Ọbásanjọ́ ló sọ di orúkọ ọmọ Fulani. Nigeria Stock Exchange tẹ́ ń gbọ́lé ní àwọn Yorùbá ló dá sílẹ̀ ní September 1960. Ọbásanjọ́ ló change orúkọ ẹ̀ tó sọ di Nigeria Stock Exchange. Torí ẹ̀ ni Yorùbá ò ṣe lè control ẹ̀ mọ́. Ọbásanjọ́ ní 1979 election ó ní pé Awólọ́wọ̀ ò ní di president. Ó dẹ̀ rig election yẹn fún Yar'Adua ní 1979. Ó rig election yẹn fún Shagari. Sorry, ní 1979. Shagari ọmọ Fulani. Nígbà tí Ọbásanjọ́ di president, nígbà tí wọ́n pa MKO, kò ṣàǹfààní kankan fúnra Yorùbá. Ó lóun ó promise wa ní regional government kò fún wa. Ó tún seize Lagos state revenue. But Hausa Fulani ó promise wọn ní Sharia, ó dẹ̀ fún wọn ní Sharia. But àwa kò fún wa ní regional government. Nígbà tó máa tún kúrò ní 2007, ó rig election yẹn fún Yar'Adua. Ọmọ Fulani ni. Nígbà tó kúrò ńbẹ̀, àtìgbà yẹn ló ti ń try kí Sule Lamido ọmọ Fulani kó jẹ president. Ọbásanjọ́ ò ever support Yorùbá rí kó di ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà nítorí pé kì í ṣe Yorùbá ni. So mi ò ní láti máa sọ fún Sunday Igboho, mi ò ní láti máa sọ fún MC Oluomo wípé Ọbásanjọ́ ò kì í ṣe ọmọ Yorùbá. But mo wá address ẹ̀yin méjèèjì lénìí nítorí pé rally fẹ́ take place lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Tẹ́ bá ti follow wa àwa ò support Sunday Igboho, àwọn PDP nìyẹn, irọ́ ló ń pa fúnra Yorùbá. Ṣùgbọ́n ó ní right láti ṣe protest. So ẹ̀yin MC Oluomo, ẹ̀yin Koko Zaria, ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ bá Sunday Igboho àti àwọn títí ẹ̀jà tó bá wá fẹ́ ṣe rally lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Right wọn ni. And jẹ́ kí n sọ fún yín MC Oluomo, Koko Zaria àti gbogbo yín tẹ́ wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Tí a bá gba presidency Nàìjíríà ní 2023, ayé yín máa bàjẹ́ fún ara yín ni. Òótọ́ ọbẹ̀ yẹn ẹ ń gbádùn lénìí, ẹ ń gbádùn lọ́la nítorí pé ọlá Tinubu ni. Tí Tinubu ò bá jẹ president ní 2023, tí Yorùbá ò bá rí agbára yẹn, ìgbà mélòó náà fi ń ba ayé yàn jẹ́. MKO Abiola ló lówó jù ní gbogbo Áfíríkà. The first black man tó ní owó jù ní gbogbo ayé ni MKO Abiola kó tó kú. Wọn ò bà ayé ẹ̀ jẹ́ ni, wọn ò pàdánù ni, wọn ò bà rán ẹ̀ jẹ́ ni. Ṣé àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ ní owó tí bàbá wọn nígbà yẹn? Gbogbo investment tí MKO Abiola làwọn Hausa Fulani àti Igbo bàjẹ́. So whatever tẹ́ bá ń fi pé ẹ̀ enjoy ilé ni, ẹ máa jẹ́ ká forí pípẹ́ ṣe ni. Àwa ò support Sunday Igboho, ṣùgbọ́n kan tó wà ń bẹ̀ ni pé ó ní entitlement láti ṣe protest. Ó ní right láti protest. Tó bá ń sọ pé òun bọ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, conditions la máa fún. So tẹ́ bá sọ pé ẹ̀yin tí MC Oluomo, ẹ̀yin tí Koko Zaria, ẹ̀yin tí others, ẹ fẹ́ jáde wá attack ẹ máa ṣe the biggest mistake láyé yín. Ṣẹ̀rí Fúlàní wọn ò fẹ́ kí ọmọ Yorùbá jẹ president Nàìjíríà. Yorùbá ló ní gbogbo owó tó wà Nàìjíríà pátápátá. Kò sí epo nílẹ̀ Haúsá, kò sí epo nílẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ Ìgbò. Epo wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, epo wà l'Oǹdó, epo wà l'Ògùn, epo wà ní Ìṣẹ̀kírì. Yorùbá ló ní epo Nàìjíríà, kì í ṣe àwọn tó ń pè ní South. Àwọn tó ń pè ní South wọn ń ṣe èèyàn kan. Ẹdó, Urhobo, Ìjọ, Efik, Ibibio, wọ́n tó mẹ́wàá tó ń papọ̀ tó ń pè ní South. Gbogbo epo tí wọ́n ní ó ń lọ sí bí 80% of the total oil wealth of Nigeria. Tẹ́ bá pín láàrin wọn, àwọn mẹ́wàá yẹn, àwọn ìjọ ló lè tó pọ̀ ju 16% ni. Ṣùgbọ́n iye tí Yorùbá nìkan dání ní 20% of the crude oil production ní Nigeria. So Yorùbá ló lè epo Nigeria, ṣùgbọ́n wọn jẹ́ ká jàre orílẹ̀-èdè Nigeria. Gbogbo epo tá a ní kò ṣàǹfààní fún wa. Ìwọ Sunday Igboho àti MC Oluomo, tẹ́ bá sick lénìí, kò sí ambulance tó máa gbé yín. Bẹ́ ṣe fi pé owó wà lọ́wọ́ yín yẹn, àbí ẹ ti ní lárí jù yẹn lọ. Táìsàn bá ṣan yín mọ́lẹ̀ lénìí, ẹ lè gbábẹ̀ kú. Olórí orílẹ̀-èdè ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, òun ni Ọọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀. Tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ wọn náà máa ń pè ní spiritual health. Spiritual health yẹn is archaic, nǹkan tó ti hold ní wọn ló language yẹn mú. Torí ẹ̀ ló ṣe jẹ́ governor general, olórí orílẹ̀-èdè gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá lọ ni. Nǹkan táwọn ń pè lénìí ni head of state. Nígbà tó ṣàìsàn, kò sí hospital tó máa treat ẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Níbi tí wọ́n ti ń dù kí wọ́n wá air ambulance, aeroplane tó dàbí ambulance tó ń wá káàkiri, kán tó rí tán, kán tó gbé dé London, ó kúde, ó wàjà. Ábọ̀sibọ́sí ẹ̀yin MC Oluomo, ẹ̀yin Koko Zaria, ẹ̀yin Sunday Igboho. Ẹni yóò dé, ẹ wo Tinubu, bí Yorùbá ṣe lówó tó jẹ́ pé Yorùbá ló ń finance àwọn Igbo àti Hausa Fulani. Ẹ rí bí Tinubu ṣe rí ni. Inú fo àyàfo ló wà. Ẹ wo Fáṣọlá, gbogbo orun orí ẹ̀ ti funfun tán. Ṣé irun orí Buhari funfun? Ẹ wo Ọ̀ṣínbàjò, gbogbo orun orí ẹ̀ ti funfun tán. Ṣé irun orí El-Rufai funfun? Ṣé irun orí àwọn Fúlàní funfun? No! Ẹ wo Sanwó-Olú, ẹ rí pé inú fo àyàfo ló wà lórí exercise tó máa ń gbọ̀n lórí báyìí. Ó ti sick nítorí jìnnìjìnnì tí wọ́n kó bò lórí exercise. Gbogbo orun orí ẹ̀ ti ń funfun sìn. Inú fo àyàfo ni àwọn leaders Yorùbá wà nínú Nàìjíríà. Kò pé wa nítorí pé kí ni Fúlàní ní support àwọn English. Tí Tinubu bá sọ̀rọ̀, Fúlàní á gbé pa, Fúlàní á tì mọ́lé. Kò sí nǹkan tí anybody lè ṣe nínú yín. àti Sunday Igboho àti MC Oluomo kò sí anything tẹ́ lè ṣe. Inú fún àyàfu gan lẹ́yìn gan wà pé owó díẹ̀ tí wà lọ́wọ́ yín kò sí security fún láì bí àbí MC Oluomo kan náà gún lọ́bẹ̀ ẹjọ́ yẹn. Ṣé a ní burglary proof nílùú òyìnbó ni? A ní. But bá ṣe ní burglary proof nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tí Fúlàní àti Igbo bá fẹ́ pa ẹnì bọ̀dù wọ́n pa wá gbé nítorí pé kò sí agbára presidency lọ́wọ́ wa ni. So ẹ̀yin méjèèjì, ẹ̀yin camp méjèèjì yẹn, mo wá rọ̀ yín ni o, mo wá appeal sí yín pé ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ allow Sunday Igboho kó ṣe protest yẹn lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ á fún condition mú bọ̀ mbẹ́. Tí ẹ bá allow ẹ̀, tí ẹ̀yin méjèèjì bá forí gbárí, a máa mọ̀ pé ẹ ṣe Sunday Igboho lè ṣe dáadáa, mo assure yẹn torí mo trust yín ẹ̀yin MC Oluomo Koko Zaria conservative yín, ẹ ṣe léṣe ni. Ṣùgbọ́n a fẹ́ kẹ́ bàjá nísìn. Tó ti yé yín, a ní fẹ́ kẹ́ dájà sílẹ̀. Entitlement tí wọ́n ní gbogbo àwọn tó ń pariwo Odùduwà Republic. Nǹkan tí mò ń sọ, nǹkan tí wildlife ń sọ, òun náà fi ń practicalize, ṣùgbọ́n a support wọn. À ń sọ fún wọn pé kán jẹ́ kí Tinubu jàre kí wọ́n tó gbé ọ̀rọ̀ Odùduwà Republic dé. Tí wọ́n bá dẹ̀ fẹ́ gbé ọ̀rọ̀ Odùduwà Republic dé, kì í ṣe pé ká máa jó kiri orí títì ká bá àwọn tó ní agbára sọ̀rọ̀ ni. Nítorí pé Fúlàní tí ò ní nǹkan kan, Fúlàní ò ní ọrọ̀ ajé kankan, Fúlàní ò lómi. Ẹ wo gbogbo omi tó wà lẹ̀ Yorùbá, Fúlàní ló ń control ẹ̀. Àwọn ọmọ wa ò ríṣẹ́ torí ẹ̀ náà ṣe ń ṣaṣẹ́wó káàkiri. MC Oluomo ṣe ìlú òyìnbó lọmọ ẹ wá, ìlú òyìnbó náà làwọn ọmọ tèmi wà, ìlú òyìnbó náà làwọn ọmọ Sunday Igboho wà. Ṣé ìlú òyìnbó tá a wà yẹn àwọn ọmọ yín ṣé wọ́n ní láárí? Wọn ò lè ní láárí tó àwọn òyìnbó because òyìnbó ò kì í gbà kí àtọ̀húnrìn wá kó ní láárí ju ọmọ ẹ̀ lọ. So tẹ bá sọ pé ẹ lè understand nǹkan tá à ń fẹ́, á terrible fún wa. So mo fẹ́ rọ̀ yín ni, mo fẹ́ rọ̀ yín ní ìrọ̀lẹ́ yìí torí ìgbà tá a sọ fáwọn ọmọ student tó wà káàkiri ni pé mi ì ní gbà wọn lákòókò ju 30 minutes lọ ni máa fi máa sọ̀rọ̀ 30 minutes tí kò ní pẹ́. So mi ò ní fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ púpọ̀ jù. So mo rọ̀ MC Oluomo àtàwọn tiẹ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, we must allow Sunday Igboho to do his rally. He's entitled to it. It is part of his inalienable right. So yẹn ọjọ́ ọjà ò tí ì tó. Now Sunday Igboho tó ń bọ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wá ṣe rally ní July 3rd. Èmi personally ò gbádùn ẹ̀ o nítorí ọjọ́ tó ti sọ pé wàá yìnbọn mọ́ Tinubu. Ìjọ yẹn ni mi ò ti láìpẹ́. O tún wá padà, o tún embrace Tinubu, ṣùgbọ́n o tún wá bú mi, o ní wọ́n ń so ṣẹ̀kẹ̀ṣẹ̀kẹ̀ mọ́ mi lẹ́sẹ̀. Àwọn òyìnbó English ló ń arrest mi, wọ́n ti arrest mi lẹ́ẹ̀mẹjọ. Ìwọ wá fi ń sọ̀rọ̀ sí mi, ṣé àwa máa arrest English nílẹ̀ Yorùbá bẹ́yẹn? Ṣé a máa arrest English tó arrest mi? Wọn ò mú mi pé mo jalè rí láyé ni, wọn ò mú mi pé mo ṣe fraud rí láyé ni, wọn ò mú mi pé mo gbé drug rí láyé ni, wọn ò mú mi pé mo nàyàn rí láyé ni. Ẹ̀ẹ̀mẹjẹjọ tí wọ́n arrest mi, iye ọmọbìnrin tí mo gbé wá láti Nàìjíríà tá a dé ìlú òyìnbó tó dèrè tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣòṣì tó ń ṣàṣemáṣe, òun ni mo lé jáde, mo ní mi ò fẹ́ mọ́, ó dẹ̀ pọlọ́pàá sí mi lójoojúmọ́. Èmi àti ẹ̀ ò jọ gbé, mi ò tí ì fojú kan fọ́dún 6 nsìn. Ìgbà tèmi àti ẹ̀ ti jọ gbé láti 2012 láti jọ gbé gbẹ̀yìn, ìgbà yẹn ni mo ti kọ̀, mo ní mi ṣe mọ́ torí pé o dé ìlú òyìnbó o wá ń ṣòṣì obìnrin ò gbọ́dọ̀ máa rìnrìn àbòsí, ó rìnrìn àbòsí. So ìwọ wá ń láyà, ó wá ń sọ̀rọ̀ sí mi. Ṣé kò jẹ́ kí irú ẹ̀ support mi ká jọ dá sẹ̀ríà fún English lẹ́kọ̀ọ́? Káwa náà arrest wọn, ká lù wọn, ká tì wọ́n mọ́lé, wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe àwa nílùú wọn. Ṣé kìí ṣe yẹn ló yẹ kó dá sí? Ó ń sọ̀sọ̀kúsọ, ó ní wọ́n so ṣẹ́kẹ́ṣẹkẹ̀ mọ́ mi lẹ́sẹ̀, wọ́n so ṣẹ́kẹ́ṣẹkẹ̀ sọ mọ́ mi lẹ́sẹ̀. Èmi dẹ̀ believe nínú policy kan, tit for tat ni, tó bá ṣòṣì pẹ̀lú mi, màá ṣòṣì pẹ̀lú ẹ̀, tó bá respect mi, màá respect ẹ̀. So yẹn là ń sọ fún ẹ Sunday Igboho. A fẹ́ jẹ́ kó ṣe protest lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ torí Fúlàní àti Igbo àwọn ọ̀tá wa méjì nìyẹn nínú Nàìjíríà, ṣùgbọ́n Ìgbò ni ọ̀tá wa àkọ́kọ́. Ìgbò ló máa ń dìbò fún Fúlàní. Yorùbá ò dìbò fún Fúlàní rí until 2015 nítorí pé àṣemáṣe tí Jonathan ṣe fún Tinubu. Ìgbò ló máa ń dìbò fún Fúlàní. Ìgbò yẹn ni Sunday Igboho ń tẹ̀lé torí pé àwọn ló ń fún lówó, ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n fi ń deceive ẹ̀ ni. So àwa wá ń sọ ń sìn pé tẹ́ bá ń bọ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ní 3rd of July, it is your right. Wọ́n Sunday Igboho àtẹ̀yìn tẹ̀ ń pariwo Odùduwà nation tẹ́ wà ní PDP. Ẹ má wá sẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wá ṣe rálì pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ Ìgbò. Ibi tí àbùkù máa ti kàn yín nìyẹn. Àmọ́ ń sọ ilé fún àwọn MC Oluomo. Ẹ fún wọn ní support. Àwọn tí Sunday Igboho tó ń bọ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, ẹ fún wọn support. Ṣùgbọ́n tẹ́ ẹ bá ti rí i pé wọ́n ti pàdé àpò pọ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ Ìgbò, ẹ ṣíná fún wọn. Ìgbà yẹn ni kẹ́ ṣe, ẹ ṣíná fún wọn. So ẹ̀yin Sunday Igboho tẹ́ ń bọ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, ó dáa, kò tún dáa. A fẹ́ jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ support Tinubu kó jẹ ààrẹ. Ká wá jọ fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ tó bá di 2023, ká wá bèkó jẹ́. Torí pé tá a bá bèkó jẹ́, ayé Yorùbá ò lè dá. Ẹ lè ní lọ síwájú. Àwọn ọmọ yín ò lè ṣiṣẹ́ ní waterways yín. Àwọn ọmọ wa tó jẹ́ Yorùbá wọn ò lè control port wa. Wọn ò lè ṣiṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá. Wọn ò lè ṣiṣẹ́ military nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Wọn ò lè ṣiṣẹ́ immigration. Wọn ò lè ṣiṣẹ́ custom. Fúlàní àti Ìgbò wa gba gbogbo ẹ̀ mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́. Ó jẹ́ ká fìjà ṣe ni. Nítorí láti pé àti 1967 ni Awólọ́wọ̀ ti sọ pé Yorùbá á lọ tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá padà sí regional government. Àsìkò ti tó kí Yorùbá lọ. So MC Oluomo nígbà tí àwọn gúrùpù tiwa, torí MC Oluomo àtàwa ìkankan náà làwọn ń ṣe, APC Yorùbá làwọn ń ṣe, Sunday Igboho àtàwọn tiẹ̀ PDP Yorùbá náà ṣe. Ó jẹ́ ká fi ọgbọ́n ṣe é sìn ni. Àwọn Sunday Igboho Ọbásanjọ́ ń lò wọ́n láti dènà dé Tinubu, ṣùgbọ́n a ti yí ọkàn Sunday Igboho padà. Ẹ wá jẹ́ ká ṣe báyìí. Àwọn Sunday Igboho kí wọ́n má lọ sójú títì, gbogbo òṣì kan ṣe yẹn, táwọn máa lọ sékìtì, táwọn máa jó lójú títì, táwọn máa ṣe jamboree, kì í ṣe bọ́n ṣe ń gba òmìnira nìyẹn. Ṣòye yín, ẹ lọ sí Lagos International Airport tí àwọn Haúsá Fúlàní ti sọ di Muritala. Ẹ lọ síbẹ̀, ẹ jókòó síbẹ̀, ẹ má jẹ́ kí flight kó take place ní July 3rd. Tí Fúlàní ọlọ́pàá àti sójà bá wá dàbọn bò yín, ẹ̀yin náà tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá wá níbọn lọ́wọ́ tẹ́ ẹ dàbò wọn, ó jẹ́ pé ojúgbà yìí tì. Èyí tí Sunday Igboho lọ ṣe ní gangan tó halẹ̀, ṣèbá àwọn ọmọ Ìgbò àti Fúlàní àtàwọn áfi Yorùbá, ṣèbọ́n lọ pa àwọn 50 Yorùbá people ní gangan pẹ̀lú gbogbo halẹ̀ tí Sunday Igboho ṣe. Kí ló bá bọ̀? Tẹ́ bá mọ̀ pé ẹ̀ níbọn, tẹ́ bá mọ̀ pé ẹ̀ níbọn, ní Sunday Igboho mú bá wí. Tẹ́ bá mọ̀ pé ẹ̀ níbọn, ẹ kúkú jókòó yín sílẹ̀. Kò sí point pé ẹ wá ń jó lójú títì àbí ẹ wá ń disturb àwọn èèyàn tó fẹ́ lọ ṣe ọrọ̀ ajé wọn. Kò sí point yẹn. Tẹ́ bá níbọn, tẹ́ fẹ́ fi jà, torí pé àwa fẹ́ gbé iná wo àwọn Fúlàní. Àwọn English ló ń support wọn o. Ìlú àwọn English ni mò ń gbé o. Èmi ò bẹ̀rù wọn o. Torí pé generation kan máa ń jáde tí ẹ pé gbogbo ṣiṣẹ́ tó bá bá orílẹ̀-èdè á stop ẹ̀. Generation ti tàwa nìyẹn. So tẹ́ bá lọ sí Muritala, ẹ shut it down. Tẹ́ ẹ bá fẹ́ lọ Muritala, ẹ lè lọ sápapá wọ̀. Gbogbo èyí tẹ́ ẹ lọ ń jó kiri àdúgbò yẹn, tẹ́ ẹ jó kiri ojú títì, ẹ kóra yín lọ sápapá wọ̀. Kẹ́ ẹ máa sọ pé àwa Yorùbá la ní, ṣùgbọ́n àwọn Haúsá Fúlàní àti Ìgbò ló ń control ẹ̀. Kì í ṣe Haúsá nìkan ló ń control ẹ̀ o. Ẹ má yẹ ká anybody deceive mi. Haúsá àti Ìgbò ló ń control port wa. Ẹ sọ fún gbogbo àwọn èèyàn pé àsìkò ti tó kún Yorùbá gba port rẹ̀ padà. Àwọn ọmọ wa ń ṣaṣẹ́wó lu òyìnbó, àwọn ọmọ wa ń ṣaṣẹ́wó nulé torí pé wọn ò níṣẹ́ ní gbogbo iṣẹ́ tó wà lẹ̀ Yorùbá náà ti gbà. Tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá dẹ̀ fẹ́ lọ sí àpapá wọ̀, ẹ lọ sí Tinka. Àwa la ní àwa Yorùbá, ẹ má jẹ́ ó ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́. Tí ó bá tún wù yín, ẹ lè gba Lagos Stock Exchange lọ. Ẹ mọ iye majority ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú Sunday Igboho, majority of you ló hate Tinubu. Àbí tí wọ́n pẹ́ hate Tinubu lóòótọ́, Stock Exchange yẹn ibẹ̀ làwọn tó lówó lẹ̀ Nàìjíríà, ibẹ̀ ni wọ́n ra shares of different companies tí ò bá ṣiṣẹ́ lọ́jọ́ kan, billions náà lose. Billions, ẹ lọ short ibẹ̀ down. Tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá wá lè ṣe lè bọ̀ pé ẹ fẹ́ máa wá jó kiri àdúgbò, ẹ fẹ́ máa wá ẹ máa jó kiri ojú títì, ẹ máa sọ pé Odùduwà ilé là ń lọ, àgbẹ̀ kan òru bí wèrè yẹn o. Kò tẹ́ bá ti mọ̀ pé ẹ lè fẹ́ ṣe, ẹ jókòó sílẹ̀ yín. A dẹ̀ ń sọ fún yín, ẹ má gbé àwọn Ìgbò wá pẹ̀lú yín ní July 3rd. Tẹ́ bá gbé Ìgbò wá pẹ̀lú yín, inú ibẹ̀ náà ni àwọn MC Oluomo àti other conservative Yorùbá wọ́n á dá sẹ̀ríà fún yín bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó máa dìjà gbóró. Yorùbá nìkan ni kó ṣe protest ni. So let me quickly switch to English to give another warning to the Igbo, and so that the Metropolitan Police can listen to me as well. I have no respect for you because you are institutionally racist and institutionally corrupt. During the Stephen Lawrence murder trial, Metropolitan Police was described as institutionally racist. Recently, during the Morgan's trial, they were described as institutionally corrupt. They are corrupt. The police in Yorubaland are far better than the police in England. When they see black man, they discriminate against you. They do all manners of things. That is the same thing we should do to English National in Lagos. Now, Igbo, we want to warn you. Another one. So that's why I'm using English. You cannot participate in any protest across Yorubaland. Igbo. Yorubaland is not your homeland. Yoruba people did not colonize you, Igbo. English colonized you. You have more rights in England than you do in Yorubaland. So when we go out to protest across Yoruba state, if you get involved, Igbo, you will face the consequences of that action. Do not come to our homeland to come and protest. If you disagree with the federal government, go to your own region or move to Abuja, the capital of Nigeria, and do your protest. You are not allowed to do any protest across Yorubaland or anywhere in Yorubaland, particularly all the state capitals across Yorubaland. So do not come and join Sunday Igboho rally. They call it rally. Do not, Igbo, do not come and join. We will personally look out for you on that day if Sunday Igboho people decided to do their protest. So switch back to Yoruba. So MC Oluomo and Sunday Igboho, you are in two opposing camps. MC Oluomo, you are with Yoruba APC. Sunday Igboho is with Yoruba PDP. We must allow Sunday Igboho and his PDP gang to conduct their rally. But we are now saying to them, go to Lagos International Airport and conduct your rally there. Don't just roam about our streets. We want to shut down the infrastructures that belong to Yoruba people, but were taken over from us by the Fulani. The port in Lagos was appropriated by Muritala Muhammad in 1975. Obasanjo was Muritala Muhammad deputy at that time. Even while Gowon was there as military head of state, he did not take our port from us. Hausa Fulani and Igbo were still paying custom duties to us as Yoruba people. But now they have taken all over our things and our children cannot do anything like. So we're saying to you, Sunday Igboho, we want you to conduct your rally. It is actually your right. But we do not want you to come to Lagos with Igbo people. You will be attacked by the conservative wings. And to MC Oluomo, you have to think long and hard about your decision and your desire. If our head of state could drop dead because of lack of health care in Yorubaland, you are nobody. You are absolutely nobody. If Tinubu could be threatened with possible assassination with the combined forces of MI6 in Nigeria, Igbo and Fulani, how much more you? So we have to use what? Common sense. While the leaders of the Yoruba are trying their possible best to lobby the good people of the United States of America to come to our aid and help us to ward off the irresponsible, self-serving career politicians in England who are stealing our wealth with Fulani as proxy, MC Oluomo and co. You must allow Sunday Igboho to do his rally. But if the rally turns out to be abusive, condemning of Tinubu as an individual, condemning the Yoruba APC as a political party, then we can attack them. Because they have no right to attack us. It is their right to protest, but they have no right to attack us. It is also our whole right to protest or to say we want to vote. And another warning to Sunday Igboho is this. Ẹ má lọ sẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kẹ́ máa sọ pé kò ní sí election. It is your right láti máa decide láti máa vote. But ẹ lè máa sọ pé kò ní sí election fún àwọn tó fẹ́ dìbò. Àwa conservative a fẹ́ dìbò ní 2023. A fẹ́ gbé ọmọ Yorùbá wọlé Tinubu. So that Tinubu bá débẹ̀, á wá jọ bèkó jẹ́. Kò ní ìbọn fún wa, kò ní ọlọ́pàá kó wá arrest wa, kò ní sọ pé káwọn military wa máa pa wá because ọmọ Yorùbá ni. Odùduwà Republic ló wà lọ́kàn ẹ̀, ó ń fọgbọ́n ṣe ni. Torí ẹ̀ làwọn Igbo àti Fúlàní ò fẹ́ kí Tinubu di president. So Sunday Igboho àtẹ̀yìn tẹ̀ ń bọ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, àwa young Yorùbá for freedom a fẹ́ jẹ́ kẹ́ wá. Tẹ́ bá dẹ́kọ̀ọ́, a fẹ́ kẹ́ lọ sí Muritala Muhammed tá à ń pè ní Lagos International Airport. Ẹ lọ short ibẹ̀ down. Má bẹ̀rù Fúlàní, Fúlàní ò lè jà. Dàda tó gbójúlé ni àwọn English. Àwọn English ló ń kó ìbọn fún Fúlàní torí pé àwọn English ló ń jí ọrọ̀ ajé Yorùbá through Fúlàní. So gbogbo ọrọ̀ ajé Yorùbá náà fi ń build England. Tẹ́ ẹ rí tí gbogbo ẹ̀ ń dùn. Ẹ mọ iye population ẹ̀yẹ Yorùbá ní 60 million. Iye tí à ń rí nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ní ọjọ́ kan lórí revenue ó tó bọ́ 120 million people. Yet 60 million péré ni wá. Àdẹ̀pọ̀, àdẹ̀wà rẹ́chẹ̀, àríṣẹ́ṣe, àní hospitals, àní good house, àní good roads. Àwọn ọmọ wa ò lè lọ sí free education. So ẹ jẹ́ ká fi kí ni ṣe? Ẹ jẹ́ ká fi orí pípé ṣe. So MC Oluomo, you allow Sunday Igboho and his group láti you allow Sunday Igboho and his group láti ṣe nǹkan tí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe. So I have already spent 30 minutes. In the next 30 days, we are going to be addressing the Yoruba Millennials. Those of you who are between the ages of 25 and 40 years old, you understand La Mama addressing on a daily basis for the next 30 years. Now, the soundbite majority of you have, because I can see several people have joined us because you expected me to make an informed opinion on the recent arrest of Nnamdi Kanu, and I'll switch that to English. We said to you on the 11th of June, 2021, that Nnamdi Kanu is going to be arrested. It is part of the gimmick. Buhari came and shut down the stupid agitation of Biafra. We have called that Biafra. The Igbo nation is the only nation on planet Earth that is ashamed to be landlocked. On day 3, I'm going to be talking about dot in a circle versus dot in the desert. We are conscious of the fact that immediately Buhari shut down the Biafra agitation as a fraud, which YYF has been saying it is a fraud since 2015 that it started after the defeat of Jonathan. We gave it the name Biafra. But Buhari shut it down, being the president of Nigeria, by describing the Igbo nation as a dot in a circle, simply saying that they are landlocked, they are poor, miserable, and wretched nation. The Igbo leaders were shaken. The agitation, they became weary. They don't know what to do again. Now, everyone has been advocating for the Igbo to have their 5 Igbo-speaking states, along with certain local government in Delta State and River State that are Igbo-speaking. I'm going to discuss that as we go on in this campaign. The fact remains that Igbo people are poor, wretched, useless people who lack human capital. They are against a return to regional government. They want to keep Nigeria as one. That's why they use propaganda of Biafra, trying to appropriate other people's land. Now, the moment Buhari came out and he shut down that argument of Biafra, the moment the public awareness and international awareness, people started saying, give Igbo their Indigo nation. And they don't want that. That was the reason why the Igbo leaders decided to sacrifice, in quote, in Nnamdi Kanu. He has not been sacrificed. He will be well taken care of. It is part of their gimmick. Nnamdi Kanu will speak, send messages out of custody that he now believes in Nigeria. He does not believe in Biafra anymore. And the moment that is said, everybody will be jubilating. And the next thing is for him to support a Fulani in 2023. Simple. They are all playing games with your mind. Only Yoruba people can break up Nigeria, and our generation will break it up. Because we are the one feeding the Igbo and the Fulani. Both of them are poor. Both of them are miserable. Both of them lack human capital. Both of them are the problem of Nigeria, because they don't want to sit in their space and control their space and make their own land great. Fulani want to control the Yoruba world. Igbo want to control the Yoruba world. That is the problem we're having in Nigeria. So all of this agitation about Biafra is a fraud. It is to deceive you. That is the reason why we must allow Sunday Igboho to do his rally. Because only Yoruba can break up Nigeria. This woman, Amina Mohammed, who has been in the United Nations since in her early 20s, she's a Fulani woman, saying that they don't want war in Nigeria because if war happens in Nigeria, there is nowhere 240 million people will go. No, it's not bullshit. If war should break out of Nigeria today, Yoruba will not go to Igbo land and fight them. Yoruba will not go to Hausa Fulani and fight them. The 60 million Yoruba will remain in their space and make it great. It will be the 49.4 million Hausa Fulani and the 40 million Igbo who will want to fight the Yoruba, because both of them are fools. They are poor, miserable, wretched people. And you know why? They are poor. They lack human capital. They are playing games with your minds. So it is the Igbo leader who gave up Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu collect money from all of them. Look at YYM. Look at how we are so free. Look at how we are so confident. Look at how we are so bold to speak out against the injustice that has been happening to the Yoruba nation for far too long. Look at that. We have never produced the presidency of Nigeria as Yoruba people, yet we have the majority of the population, 60 million. We are the economic backbone of the country. But look at the United States of America. They have two major races, white and black. But only white has been producing the presidency of America. And they don't zone it with black people. Why? Because white is the majority in America, and they are also the economic backbone. If you look at the United Kingdom, they have 4 nations: England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. But only the English have been producing the prime minister. Why is that the case? Tell me. Because the English has the majority, 84% of the population of the United Kingdom, and they are the economic backbone. The money generated in London alone is 100 times bigger than what Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland is generating. Yet, London is just one city inside England. Whoever has the population and the wealth, you must have these 2 factors to rule. But in Nigeria, only Yoruba has the 2 factors. Igbo people don't have the wealth, they don't have the population. Half of Igbo people live in Yoruba. Hausa Fulani people don't have the wealth and don't have the population. Why should we zone presidency in Nigeria? Why should we share power with them? If white America is not sharing power with black, if the English is not sharing power with the Scottish. So folks, I do not wish to spend too much of your time, because we're supposed to speak for only 30 minutes per day. So the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu is part of the bogus propaganda to destroy the Yoruba youth. So to the millennial, focus for the next 30 days, because you will be exposed to what we can do to change because of history in Yoruba. And we are going to war. Don't let anybody pretend to you. If you want peace, you must prepare for war. We must use our human capital to develop chemical and biological weapons to defend Yoruba civilization. We must rule Igbo and Fulani if Nigeria must remain a going concern. If they refuse us from ruling them, we will break up Nigeria. It's our generation that will break it up. Don't be fooled by the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu. It is the Igbo leader who gave him out, and he has not been given out per se. It is part of the gimmick. You will see from weeks and months to come, they will be telling you that, oh, if you can free Boko Haram, you must give You must allow Nnamdi Kanu to go, an IPOB member to go. And Nnamdi Kanu will be talking about peace. He will be talking about one Nigeria. It's a game. By 2023, he will be campaigning from prison for another Fulani to be president of Nigeria. These guys are poor. They have no money. They are using you, Yoruba. They are using your brain. You are not smart. But Young Yoruba for Freedom, we have always been exposing this to you. So don't be bothered about Nnamdi Kanu arrest. It is part of the game. They want to stop Tinubu presidency. Imagine you have President Tinubu in Aso Rock, a full-blooded Yoruba citizen. You think Tinubu will allow for him to be sleeping in Aso Rock and for Fulani to control the police in Yoruba? You think Tinubu will allow that as president of Nigeria? No. You think Tinubu will be sleeping in Aso Rock and Fulani will control all the military bases in Yoruba, Fulani and Igbo? You think President Tinubu will have said that? No. You think President Tinubu will be in Aso Rock and he will be traveling, maybe he's going to America or he's going to United Nations, he's going to any European country, and he wants to go through Lagos International Airport and he will be seeing Fulani left and right working there when his own Yoruba people have no job? You think Tinubu will accept that? No. You think Tinubu will accept NNPC to be controlled by Hausa, Fulani, and Igbo? When Hausa, Fulani don't have crude oil, when Igbo don't have crude oil, Yoruba that has the crude oil, we can't control NNPC. You think President Tinubu will accept that shit? No. You think Tinubu will accept for the prisons in Yorubaland to be under the command and control of Fulani? He will not. So you think Tinubu, different Yoruba group will be going to him, oh, my son is a graduate, he studies, oh, I want this, look at the state of road in Yorubaland, and Tinubu will allow Fulani to control our waterways, to control our seaport. You think President Tinubu will be sleeping in Aso Rock and do that? He will not. So this is what the Igbo and Fulani are trying to stop. Forget about Nnamdi Kanu. We told you he's a propagandist par excellence. This is their game. For the next one, for throughout this year, they will be brainwashing you with his court cases. He will live fine. He's fine. He's playing the game that they have always been playing against the Yoruba. But our generation is so smart. Don't be fooled. Nnamdi Kanu, we've been saying to you, why have I been saying to you that Nnamdi Kanu is working for the federal government-led Fulani? Look at the nonsense he did. He started in 2015. He said there will not be election in 2019. 2 days to the election, he supported Atiku, a Fulani. So what is the difference between Atiku, a Fulani, and Buhari, a Fulani? There's no difference. You will see what he's going to be saying now. He will be apologizing, and the Igbo will say, if you can free Boko Haram, who have been killed, why not free Nnamdi Kanu? That will be the chorus. And he will come out. That is the same thing they did. When Ojukwu declared war and ran away, he came back in 1983. And what? He supported Shagari, the Fulani. He was fighting the Fulani. He came back, he supported Fulani. Look at what Fayose did for Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. When he wanted to be presidential candidate of PDP, Igbo gave it to Atiku. Now, they have brought him back. They want to use him on you. He will be fine. He will be well treated. He will just come and say, oh, Igbo people, we're not a boy again. You know the way he talks. Look at him speaking. Look at me. I'm going to speak for 30 days. Look at this. Do you know how many pages is it? 56 pages. And I'm going to be speaking for 30 days. Is that the kind of things Nnamdi Kanu does? He sits around in front of radio or microphone, he will just talk shit. You can't see him speak and start writing things down. He doesn't have the clue. They are playing games with your mind, Yoruba. Allow them. If you are smart, Yoruba people, believe you me, you will be working with America. But we are so concerned that the Democratic Party is in power. They have always destroyed Yoruba political leaders. So if Tinubu can pull this off, without Joe Biden destroying him, he will be the greatest man ever lived in Yorubaland. So I'm going to see you tomorrow, and tomorrow we'll be talking about division and disloyalty in Yorubaland. And I want those of you who are going to be watching us from across the university in Yorubaland, my alma mater, Lee City University, University of Ibadan, University of Ife, University of Lagos, and other great institutions that we have across Yorubaland. You have to listen to us for the next 30 days because I will sharpen your mind into things that you need to know. You are the future. Those of you who are between the ages of 25 and 40 years old, you should actually be in power now, ruling. David Cameron was 43 when he became the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. I'm at the age that Oluomo became the first Premier of Yorubaland. That's the age I am now. But what am I doing? Living miserable life in England, which is stupid English police arresting me up and down every day, when we should be arresting their own citizens to elect. But we can't do that because Fulani are in power. Imagine Tinubu. Let me tell you this thing, guy. Imagine Tinubu as the president of Nigeria. Can assure you, you will travel to Canada, Australia, New Zealand, England, visa-free. If Tinubu is the president of Nigeria, you will go to this country as Yoruba, not as Igbo, as Yoruba citizen. You will travel to all of this country visa-free. If they're not going to give us visa-free, we opt out of their shit useless Commonwealth. What are we benefiting from that? So I will expose you to this information that are necessary for your greatness. But prepare and have it that is back of your mind. We're going to war. And our weapon of choice is chemical and biological weapon to defend our civilization. We need it. That's why we're asking you to acquire education. It is the greatest gift that God Almighty has given to all us. Brain power. We must use it to free our nation. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow.